The final patch for Mechwarrior Online in 2021 is going to hit December 14th. Hi friends, I'm of course TTB. Welcome back to Mechwarrior Online news. Well, the last patch is gonna hit in a couple of days, 2 days to be precise. Let's talk about what is on the menu for this patch. As you can already see, the new map is looming on the horizon. Let me just maybe zoom in a little bit here in this one. Yeah, there we go. So, patch time and date, December 14th at 10 AM to 1 PM Pacific. What is going on? We will have no new mech pack. The Predator Booster Pack is going to arrive next month. We will have a new map called Hellbore Outpost that is designed from scratch by Francois. It's based on the biome from the faction play map Hellbore Springs. And it's going to be basically the first completely new map to MWO after Ruberite Oasis, which I think hit in 2018. And it's going to be quick play. So we're going to look at the preview in a couple of seconds. Other than that, we will also have some balance changes and some quirk passes, but we'll get to that once we get to it. First and foremost, new map, Hellbore Outpost. Have a look at what is going on the map. Here we go. We already saw some screenshots earlier, but I mean, if you look at the map, the setting looks beautiful. You got these crystal structures, you got a couple of buildings. I really hope that there are no visible walls around these crystal structures. I really hope Francois was doing his homework here, because these look like potentially problematic. But at least it's big crystals and not a lot of small crystals. He's using some elements here, of course, from the HPG set as well. There seems to be the capture zone down low. Interesting. Some dark zones, some very light zones, depending on where the light is coming from. I like that. The trees, also specifically, like those purple trees are kind of looking funny. Is that a giant speaker? No. I wish it was, but it's only ventilation. As you can see here, lower ground, a little bit of water down low. You've got the rock formations and everything. A lot of the purple grass and purple trees. I don't know how big this map is gonna be yet, though, because it looks to me like it is not small, but also not huge. I would say maybe... It's definitely bigger than Mining Collective. It looks like it's definitely bigger than Mining Collective. By the way, yes, you will be able to access all of these boulders. You will be able to jump on top of that central boulder where the sunlight is coming from right now. That will be possible. Of course, you're going to be sitting there like a giant duck waiting to be shot off, but, you know, you can do it. And there's lots of lines of sight here that are direct, so sniping is going to be, once again, very prevalent. But at least you got a lot of trees to break up the lines of sight, so my hopes are that sniping will be possible, but not as plaguing the map as other maps are being plagued by sniping right now. So we'll see. I see definitely lots of opportunities for brawling as well. And those trees should be nice cover, especially for lights and mediums, darting around them or maybe even jumping through them. But yeah, as you can see, like still, there's long lines of sight. So even though, yeah, it's gonna be some sniping of this map for sure. We'll see how bad it gets or how good it gets. What I like though is that a lot of it seems to be accessible via ramps. So for me as an assault player, that's good news because it means I can actually climb up somewhere. There's also, look at that, there's like actually like tunnels through some of these like bigger ridges, which I really like. That is really important for the fatties to get a move on. But yeah, Hellbore Outpost coming December 14th. Let's go back into the rest of the news. Holy hell, what is going on here? Who was editing that? Guys, you know, if you need somebody to make some videos about stuff, just gotta ask. Alright, moving back to the patch notes at hand. Here are some more pictures of the new map. And of course, guys, the link to the patch notes is gonna be in the video description below as always. That's the first thing I always put in my sources, because that's important. People want to read up on that stuff, right? This looks gorgeous. I mean, it looks really nice. I just don't know how big this thing is gonna be yet. I think an Atlas is gonna be about the size of this mouse cursor, maybe a little bit bigger. So there's some cover there, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, it's gonna hit in 2 days, and then we're gonna be able to test it. Hopefully, it's gonna get a better reception than the rework of Caustic Valley got, which is still a map that most people don't want to play on. Now we have some weapon adjustments. Clan ER large lasers. The heat was increased to 10 from 9.5, so Clan ER large lasers will cause a tiny bit more heat now, but it's not a huge increase. It's just more like a damage over time change as I see it, and not a huge increase that's gonna be brutally felt by everybody. Equipment adjustment. This one is interesting. There is a boost to the dissipation of single heat sinks and to the heat capacity of single heatsinks. So dissipation is increased from 0.14 to 0.15, and heat capacity is increased from 0.75 to 0.85. So what does this mean? It means that single heatsink builds, and there are just a couple of them out there nowadays, for example, that Laser Annihilator that just uses a lot of single heatsinks, those builds will be more viable now. It doesn't mean that they are going to trump double heatsink builds, because you need a lot of tonnage to put in all those single heatsinks, but for those few mechs where it makes sense to do it, it can be really, really good. By the way, important, the initial 10 single heatsinks on a mech provide 2.25 capacity, both external and engine. So if you have a light engine 180 and you have to add 3 extra heatsinks, those 3 extra heatsinks will have 2.25 capacity. So the 180 has like 7 internal, those will have 2.25 capacity internally, and then the extra 3 on top that you need to run the mech, because it requires 10 heatsinks at minimum, will also have the 2.25 capacity, and then every other one is gonna have these stats. Alright, moving on to the mech quirks. Quirk pass number 5, it's gonna be a shorter one from what I've seen. Adjustments, Mistlings has the CT armor bonus reduced by 3 points. For whatever reason, Mistling's Prime gets ammo boost per turn on the left torso, Mistling's Gulf gets right torso armor reduced, and so on, more ammo boost for the Mistling's ED hero mech. Mistling's ED. What does Mistling's ED stand for? Because my brain says erectile dysfunction, and that is probably not the name of that mech. Although if it was, it would be hilarious. Moving on, Javelin 11F gets machine gun rate of fire, range, and 100% extra ammo per ton. Ebon Dragoon, thank you MBA Jam. The Spider, the 5% laser heat will be a flat 10% heat. I like that. That makes it so that you just don't have to worry about which kind of energy weapon you slap on that thing. This is interesting to me. Jenner K gets light PPC heat scale limit +1, so quad light PPC pew pew is gonna happen on the Jenner K. Raven 2X gets 10% range. The Adder gets a CT armor bonus. It kind of needs it because the Adder is like a tiny box on legs, right? So that will help. And the Cicada X5 will ship with a 40% radar derp in stock. That's a hero mech, of course. Then the Hellbringers. The Alpha gets 20 armor on the right arm, 7 armor on the left arm. Bravo gets 20 armor left arm, right arm. Foxtrot, left arm, right arm armor. Prime, left arm, right arm. So basically it's just armor increases across all Hellbringers. To the arms, of course, the arms are the weapon pods that carry missiles, for example, on the Hellbringers. So maybe the Brawlbringer will be a little bit more viable now, but of course, nothing beats the good old laser burn Hellbringer. Marauder 2C, right torso armor is increased to +14, the bonus from +7, both for the Alpha and the Charlie variant. Supernova 1 has laser duration removed, sad face, but I mean, it's still gonna melt stuff. The Marauder 4L, energy heat reduced to -5%. That, of course, is the PPC/Gauss Marauder 2, so yeah, it should be fine. I mean, the mech was feeling okay. I think energy heat was like 10% before. 5. It's still gonna be fine, but 5% is maybe giving you like 1 volley less before you have to cool down a little bit. That with Charlie, CT armor, slight increase by +4. Atlas Boar's Head will have 10% ballistic cooldown, very nice. And this is interesting, and this makes me want to play this mech. Atlas RS. Laser heat skill limit +1. So this Atlas will now be able to shoot I want to say 5 large lasers at the same time, but the problem is it only has 4 energy hardpoints. Yes, by the way. Yeah. 4 beers. Not like this, or, you know, the evil Germans will get you. So, that basically means this quirk, to me, you gotta go 4 ER large lasers and a Gauss rifle on the RS. And you go sniper. That's basically what this means. 4 ER large lasers at the same time in the arms. Then here we have Quirk Pass 5. The Firestarter is gonna Quirk Pass after I actually played it for a couple of times and actually came up with a German engineering episode. Damn it, but that just means the mech's gonna be better than before. We get Firestarter Hotel gets 100% ballistic armor per ton bonus. I'm not gonna go over the stuff that I find like minor. 15% ballistic cooldown as well. Interesting. The 9k energy range removed and 10% laser duration added. Okay, that removed energy range. I'm a little bit sad about that. Firestarter Ember, 10% energy cooldown and ammo per ton. Firestarter FS survival bonus with the rest of the FS9 lineup, 10% energy cooldown and ammo per ton. Now comes some quick draw changes. Quick draw IV4 survival quirks will be on all variants. Good change. because the quick draws have been trash. They were just way too under armored, and the quick draw IV4 was the only one that actually had a little bit of armor, so seeing that on all variants is nice. And then we get things like energy range, missile cooldown, and laser heat. This is, I mean, it's okay-ish, but I would have liked to see bigger buffs on the quick draws to really make those mechs show up more. I still feel this is not going far enough. Especially if it was possible to have like some special quirks with like heat skill limit +1 or so. I'm always really happy if I see one of these, because that just adds so much character to a mech if it has like powerful quirks like that. So I want to see more powerful quirks. Not unhappy about the quick draw changes. We'll play some more quick draws, but overall I would have liked to see a little bit more here. Jagermeix. Armor boosts from left torso, center torso, right torso removed. Structure boosts removed from the arms and added armor to all the arms. Alright. I mean, Jagermeix is pretty boxy. Armor to the arms is nice. I would have liked to see a little bit more armor on the arms. But okay. Jagermeix S, ballistic velocity removed, AC velocity added, however, and AC ammo per ton bonus. Okay, that is nice. 75% AC ammo per ton bonus and 15% range. Okay. Jagermeix Alpha, AC 20 heat scale limit +1. The Boom Jager is here and it's not gonna have any more ghost heat. And 20% ballistic cooldown. Holy shit. And 10% SRM range if you wanted to. Alright. You know what? Just that. These two means we're gonna play a Boom Jager. Hell yeah. Boom Jager is on the menu, boys. And the Jagermeix Double D, range 15%, up from 10%, and 75% more ultra autocannon ammo per ton. And the Firebrand gets 20% velocity, energy cooldown 20%, and PPC velocity has been removed. Summoner changes. CT armor bonus +4 on all variants. And then a lot of changes in terms to the different omnipods. Like missile spread or missile cooldown on the left torso, ballistic cooldown on the left arm, so you can mix and match. Set of 8 has 10% weapon velocity now and 20% missile cooldown. So, I mean, it's like you have only one hardpoint for missiles, right? And they're buffing that significantly, so that's nice. Yeah, PPC velocity removed from set of 8. Alright. Yeah. So you can read through these omnipod changes on your own time, guys. If you're interested specifically in one of those. I'm just gonna go over the set of 8 bonuses. Summoner Bravo, 10% missile spread. I mean, nowadays, guys, just to clarify that, nowadays when you're building a clan mech, when you're building an omni mech and mix and match omnipods, if you're not going for the set of 8, always mouse over all the singular parts that can go into a certain location, like all the right torsos, check them all, and choose the one that best fits your build. Because there might be one that has energy heat, or there might be one that has a bonus to armor, or there might be an arm that you don't have a weapon in there, but you have an arm right now that has 0 bonus armor, but this other arm has like 20 bonus armor, so you put this arm on because you just get free armor, stuff like that. So keep an eye on for that one. Summoner Delta, 10% energy heat, set of 8. The Summoner Charlie gets 50% extra UAC and Gauss ammo on the left arm, interesting. Summoner Foxtrot gets 50% set of 8 for UAC and Gauss ammo. And the Pride gets 20% UAC gem duration and 10% UAC velocity to the set of 8, plus 50% extra ammo, UACs, and Gauss. And then we've got some Annihilator quirks. The 1P gets 10% laser cooldown, the 1E gets 5% heat, 5% PPC family cooldown, AMS range, and AMS range of fire. Okay. And the Meme Baby gets 10% minus heat and minus 10% MRM heat. Okay. Alright. So they really want you to use MRMs on the Meme Baby. Of course, you can also do Dr. Brawlenstein and Dr. Lermenstein. You don't only have to do Dr. MRMenstein. So yeah. Bug fixes. Marauder 2, 6S, and the Alpha torso match pick angle has been changed to 25 degrees to match the intended value consistent with the rest of the Marauder 2 variants. I don't know if that is a buff or a nerf. It's called bug fix right here, but yeah. I would like to see the mechs, especially assaults and heavies, to be able to be less geriatric, so we can actually bend forward, so we can shoot those little ankle biters as they are biting our ankles. Because I find it, quite frankly, ridiculous that the safest place for you to be in a light mech is not necessarily behind an assault mech. It can be in front of it. It just has to be close enough. It makes no sense. But okay. Here's hoping, right? Well, that's it. Those are all the news about the patch. What do you guys think of these patch notes? What do you guys think of the new map? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'm gonna find a bottle of vodka. It's cheeky bricky time. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you later. And of course, guys, if you found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button so that YouTube will show it to more people that could benefit from the patch notes rundown. And of course, if you want to support me in doing this full time, then check out the various links in the video description below as always. Take care.